I don't know about you guys, but some traditions we do just flat out don't make any sense. Just hear me out, okay? Like throwing coins into a fountain and making a wish is just kind of weird. Like, how did that come to be a thing? Alright, I just did a quick search, and apparently it's because back in the day, it used to be like an offering to the spirits or something like that. I don't know, it's such a weird concept to just throw coins in a fountain. The next weird tradition on my list is blowing out the candles on a cake when it's your birthday. That's such a random thing to do. Like, who thought of that idea? To just put candles on a cake and each one represents like a year of your life. Like, it kind of makes sense a little, but at the same time, it's just so random. And then at the end of it, the cake is all covered in melted wax, the room is full of smoke, and the cake has their breath all over it. Also, why is it that the traditional food to eat on birthdays is cake, and it's not something like, I don't know, cookies or something like muffins, which are just as good as cake? Who decided that the food for birthdays is cake? The next weird thing I'm going to be talking about is Halloween. To me, Halloween is just such a strange concept. I mean, why does it exist? Who thought of the idea of kids dressed up in costumes, walking around from house to house, asking random people for candy? I mean, I'm not just gonna sit here and hate on Halloween. Like, don't get me wrong. Halloween is a fun time. You get to hang out with your friends, you get free candy, there's parties. All in all, it's a fun day. But to me, it just stands out as kinda weird and random. As a matter of fact, this goes out to all the things that I mentioned so far. None of them are actually bad. They're just kinda weird. Anyways, moving back on the topic of Halloween. Growing up, we've all been told by our parents that we shouldn't take candy from strangers. But on Halloween, this just doesn't apply. I know that it's a really rare occurrence for people to actually put things in their Halloween candy. And like I said before, I'm not against Halloween. I think it's a good holiday and we should definitely keep it. But it's just weird how there's a holiday themed around taking candy from random people. The next thing I'm going to be talking about is that it's considered normal to buy a really expensive engagement ring. This is the only thing I'm going to talk about in the video that I actively dislike. Let me explain why. I think it's dumb that people feel pressured to buy a diamond engagement ring that can sometimes cost more than $5,000. You could easily use that amount of money to help pay for a house or a car, something useful, but no, it's got to be a shiny rock that goes on someone's finger. The only reason it's a thing is because the diamond industry makes you feel pressured to buy a diamond ring for the other person to prove how much they're worth to you or something. Like, that's so dumb. You could prove how much they're worth to you in other ways than that. If you think that a rock determines how much someone loves you, then you just need to rethink everything because that's so dumb. The only reason anyone thinks that is because the diamond industry wants people to think that. Anyways, if you disagree with me on this, I honestly don't care because I'm not going to stop thinking that it's a scam. Moving on to the last thing I'm going to be talking about in today's video, which is Groundhog Day. How did Groundhog Day become such a popular thing? So many people gather in the same spot just to see if a groundhog will see its shadow or not. And what does a groundhog seeing its shadow have to do with 6 more weeks of winter? That does not make any sense. I don't understand it. The person who invented this must have been tripping on something when they came up with it. Anyways, people are weird. They come up with weird things all the time. Things that don't make any sense at all. But maybe being weird is what makes us human. Well, I guess that's all I really have for you guys today. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure to like and subscribe and also join the Discord using the link in my channel's description. But on that note, I'm out. Peace.